Come on. Load the video. Finally, I'm here. Oh, good God. Now I just need people. Okay, just... Hello, Star. Very nice to see you. How are you? Better now. I think the stream's going to work. I've only been at this all day to get the stream to work so I could do... It's working, Ellen. So far, so good. Knock on wood. It's working. So I think this is it. I'll put up another very quick smudge because I need it. It wore me out earlier. I just woke up before I started messing around with this again. I fell asleep for 2 hours because I've been at this all day and my voice is still really low. I'm not awake, I guess. The smudge will help. These things drain me because I don't give up on them. I don't give up. I keep at them for hours. I'm on OBS. Things are going to go back and forth and back and forth. Now I got the red light instead of the green light. And some here. Come on, OBS, kick in. Hi, Annette. Hi, Margaret. Yeah, the server too. It's the YouTube server. Both my streaming, where I've got two separate softwares for streaming, and neither one of them could get the video to load. It wouldn't work. So, yes, I'm live. But I'm doing the general reading for the sign of Cancer for the month of July. So that's what we're doing. You see, I didn't bother getting everything all out and set up because that would have been presuming, and you don't presume. And I would have went through all that for nothing, so. Okay. I'll give Lilith a little shot here as well. Wakey, Lilith, let's try to get this one reading at least done before everything messes up on us again. I already have Cancer's cards from earlier that I dealt up, and I'm not throwing them away. I'm going to still stick with the cards that were pulled this afternoon. Okay. Yes, for the moment anyway, Loretta, it's working. Anyway, I'll lay the spread out again. I saved the cards. So. Come on. I wish that was one of them, but that wasn't one of them. Okay. He's up first. There we go. All right. I'll show you the spread. Here is the spread. You can see the overall energy is your Knight of Pentacles and loyalty. Your wealth and finances, the Nine of Cups. Ten of Wands in your hearth, your home, your family, your relationships, your intimates. Challenges, should there be any. And the final. Message from Spirit, which is beautiful. So these are your cards. We begin right here with your overall energy of being. You're going to be seeing evidence, Cancer, of those that truly, sincerely care about you, your well-being. They love you, or they like you an awful lot, but they're concerned for your well-being, and they want to be there to help you through something, help you pick up the pieces of something that's fallen apart. You're not alone. During the month of July, you will not feel abandoned. You will not feel alone in the world. This is a wonderful, beautiful card. I'm just going to put the camera back up. Are we still connected? Why am I not seeing a health line? My God. Oh, I'm still there. All right. Okay, good. Happy Canada Day to you, too, road tripper. Is that right? It's kind of hot and still humid here. That's right. It's for Cancer, so happy birthday to all the Cancers for July. So the very first card, as I told you, is a very good card on the internet, and I can't even hold the green light here for video output. It's buffering. It says it's telling me it's buffering. I've got the red color here, the red line. That's not healthy. That is not good. So, yes, a feeling of, let me find the right words here with this card. You're going to know you're not alone in the world. Cancer needs to know that too. I need to know that. We need to hear that we're not all alone. And even if within life, if push comes to shove, you got a lot to shove back with. You're not standing alone. You're not walking alone. There's a small handful of people that are really, really going to come through for you, Cancer, in the best of ways. And it's different for everybody. So, let me get, it's the Knight of Pentacles. Let me get my, I love Pentacles. They're fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So, I'm trying to wake up. Oh my God. The heat, the combination of the heat and the stress, and really good intentions behind doing as many. I was going to try to get at least half of them off. I'll be lucky to finish this one. So, what a juggling act this was. So with the Knight may not be dashing. This is the energy or an actual person here for you. He could be very slow and steady. Here's the thing, he plans everything he does. Every move he makes is planned with care, and he doesn't rush anything. Or it could be the energy telling you to be this way. Don't push things, don't rush them. If it's a real person, he may not be all that charming, but he is loyal and he is trustworthy. Any offer someone like this comes and makes to you can be taken very seriously. He often appears in readings to show business, investments, and projects that have good future potential. In property, he is associated for some with choosing the perfect home. This is the right time to make a serious decision, Cancer, about your long-term future. And believe it or not, okay, I just heard it. I don't know how that affects me, but there are going to be a few people outside of yourself that are going to have an effect on your long-term future for the better, trying to bring to you into your now and into your existence what it is that you need so you continue to grow and develop and be happy and content. There's a few people that may try pulling some strings to bring things in your favor. I need that. Maybe that message was really directly meant for me. But these people, this handful, there's probably 3-4 people are going to have some kind of an impact on your long-term future. To make sure that you're set comfortably, put it that way. The advice of the Knight of Pentacles is that hard graft may not be all that exciting, but the results are going to bring you great fulfillment. There's no shortcuts here, Cancer. There's no taking the easy way out, the easy way around. You have to use the hardest, longest road that's tried and it's been tested and it works, and you're going to follow. All right. Your keywords here are order and planning, trust, work, property, investments, and progress. So you hear those words again? Through the month of July, getting your life into order, proper order, making some plans, Trust is in there as well, trusting others and trusting that your plans are going to pan out for you. Things could seem like work. There's interest and concentration on the property that you live on. You may be giving of investments of your time, your spirit, and your hope, your heart, and your wishes. Investing all of you into something. And then the progress. So that's basically that energy is going to be over you all month long. All month long. You really, and I need to believe this, that there's really not going to be anything outside of what's in this reading. The second card, naturally I got a big grin from here to here, but I'm tired and frustrated, and I'm feeling a little drained. But I'm feeling the tickle of joy within, looking at the Nine of Cups falling into your wealth and finances. And your wealth doesn't just include money. Okay, your wealth includes, you have wealth of health, wealth of creativity, a wealth of people, wealth of love, wealth of support, covers, it just goes on and on and on. So with the Nine of Cups here, falling into your wealth and your finance sector, I know for me personally, and I'm not one that's ever dreamed of a mansion on the hill and lots of riches and money and all this other stuff. A whole lot for me to experience that, to want that, to dream of that. We all do. But this Nine of Cups is the magical wish card of tarot. Let that ring true. This is the magic of tarot. So, hi Donna, welcome back. This is something to rejoice in. We Cancers don't get a lot of the better side of life. Everything seems to come at a challenge. It's rare for Cancer to have things smoothly fall into place with little effort. We have to really work hard. It's like today. I got 2 live stream programs and neither one of them connecting with YouTube at all. YouTube messed straight up, saying it can't reach the server, can't connect to the server. Both of them. So you knew right off, right there, that it's YouTube. It's not your software. It's absolutely crazy. This card. Let me read you the generic. They say that. A fantastic card. This does affect you at an emotional level as well. Please keep that in mind because we are dealing with cups, which is hearts and emotions. When this card appears in your reading, Cancer, it means that you're going to benefit from love. You're going to benefit from friendship and support in all your projects. And as far as home goes, harmony is going to rule at home. All aspects of your life are going to flourish. And you're going to be feeling content and very fulfilled. Please bring that to me. The only glitch is being maybe a little smug. So be sensitive in your enthusiasm to share your good fortune. Don't be doing any neener. Na boo boo. Ha ha. Told you so. Don't take on that sour attitude, alright? Because it just puts a damper on everything. And the universe is still watching you. You're being watched 24/7. You're under the microscope of the universe. It sees and knows all, believe you me. The advice, right now you are perfectly placed to manifest what it is that you're dreaming of. So right now, as soon as you can, make your wish. Now's the time for you to make your wish. Sit down and have a long heart-to-heart with the universe. It's listening. It's waiting. Open yourself up. Don't use the words, I need this or I want this. Don't use those words. The universe could take you literally and give you more want and give you more need, and you don't want that. Just say, there's something I'm manifesting into my life, and then you say what it is, and then you describe it, put as much description in as you can. And you can say, I wish for this to come to me in my now, in my reality. I wish for this to come my way. Your keywords are beautiful. Happiness and support, love, entertaining, harmony at home, relationships, and the final word, And it's good that it's in this placement of finances and wealth, because the word is abundance. Abundance. Meaning your needs are being met and then some. Anything over making your bills and being able to pay them, putting food in your house, getting needs around you filled, any more than outside of that is bonus for you, Cancer. There comes the feeling of abundance. So this is a beautiful thing for you. You're not going to be an alarmist financially at all. That's all going to be seen to. And may the universe have this card resonate with every one of you and touch every one of you. I'm asking that for you. Now your home, your hearth and your home. We're looking at the Ten of Wands. And this is the card of responsibility, sometimes called the overwhelm. The overwhelm card. Me too, road tripper. Me too. If I wasn't so tired and frustrated and drained here today, I would have had a big grin on my face. One of my favorite cards. But the Ten of Wands is not a nasty card. It's not an evil card. It's a card that just shows that you may be burdened with something. Remember, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for everybody. Anybody going, I don't feel like I'm under any kind of burden. Then good. I'm glad it's not for you. Not this part, anyway. But there are other people in the group and go, yeah, I'm feeling the weight of my burdens. You know, kind of a thing. And tens are all about endings of some kind or some sort. This is Wands. Wands represent fire and passion. Wands represent the practical things in our life, like our job, where we shop, what are our hobbies, what's our routine. This is just practical things, your vehicle, you know, this sort of a thing. It just shows you may be feeling almost like a life compression here, that you got too much on your plate and you're wondering if you're going to be able to keep everything on your plate without having to nail sideboards on the plate to hold everything into place. You may have extended yourself a bit. That's very, very possible for you. You may have taken on a bit more than maybe what you should have is another thing. But this 10 is called the Overwhelm card of Tarot. You have far too much to do, Cancer, and to think about. And there may be pressure at work, if you work, or even on the home front, there could be a certain amount of pressure. Could be minds clashing with creative ideas and you're not getting along on it. You can't seem to come to a middle point so that you agree and you give and they give and then you come together, kind of a thing. But there could be some that kind of pressure at home. One person wants to change something, complete something, get it out of the house. The other person saying, no damn way. I don't want to do that. So there's a clashing going on of opinions here. You're so absorbed in the details here that you can't even see the bigger picture. And it's very difficult when you're like this to discern what's really essential, what's really, really needed. Additional meaning is that one person or a situation could be taking up all your mental energy. So you have little time to focus on your own needs, you might say. You need to set some boundaries. There's the advice. You need to set some personal boundaries in order to reduce some stress in your life. You may need to say no even to certain people that come and ask for your help or whatever, and maybe you just can't give it. It's not that you don't want to, but you can't. You already have enough on your own plate. You can barely keep up with the responsibilities that you have in the moment. And you can tell them, come back down the road, give me a month, and ask me again. I might be able to say yes to whatever it is they're asking. Keywords here are burdens, overloads, confusion, exhaustion, priorities, pressures, and blocks. And that is your home that this is taking place in. This is your home. So there's some kind of conflict going on in your home life. Some kind of a conflict here going on within your home life. Canadian road tripper. I know. But we can't, you know, you know, road tripper, you're like me. You face life head on every day. We don't live in the perfect world. We don't live a perfect lifestyle. We try to. Some people say, "Well, that ain't nothing." Fulfilling yourself and being content, and all. But it is for people like you and people like me. It is the little things in life that other people overlook. They don't even notice. Those are the things that bring us an inner joy and an inner peace and contentment as well. This is a horrible connection. I still have the red line. That's why I didn't want to use OBS. It does this. Anyways, you have to learn to toughen up a little bit. Square your shoulders off. And when you have to say no, you have to say no. It's just that simple. It's not easy. It's not enjoyable. If you can spare a bit of hope towards somebody, well, no, I can't right now, but a little hope. That's a softer blow to have to deliver. It makes you feel a little less, evil. Burdens, overload, confusion, exhaustion, priorities, pressure, and blocks. What are you going to do? I experienced all of that today, as a matter of fact. I did. Even the priority thing, I look around my house and I'm going, I need to do housework. But I have to get my readings done, so I had to prioritize this. The housework isn't going anywhere without me. Not like it's going to run away. But I'll get to it. So I've kind of, the confusion, the exhaustion, the pressure, and the blocks was all online stuff here, basically. Mo had another rant earlier on Facebook today, but who cares? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. I find Facebook is good for that. It's great for ranting. When I'm done, nothing's changed. My problems are still there. I'm still pissed off. Whatever. But it's lightened. The pressure is lightened some. It's like I've released some air from, it's like an inner tube. It's over full. So you release a little air at a time. That's what I do, just to release. I say, there, everything's the same, nothing's changed. I still have these problems, but for some reason I feel better than I did before I started to do this. So I'm the type person that can hold a hell of a lot in. I'm extremely vocal. I'm extremely I'm Cancer. Some people may take my truth and my honesty that's pretty direct, and they get stung by that. They feel like they've been bitten. And I never mean to hurt anybody or be rude. I hate rudeness. But, I've caught myself being rude a couple times. Thought, Natalie, that was rude. And you're not rude. Kind of a thing. But it's, you're going to be standing up, Cancer. There's some things that you need to get through and you need to accomplish during the month of July. And when you start something, through to the very, very end until it's completed. I don't care if it takes another 3 months. It's not just in July. Some things will extend beyond that. See it through to the very end. You'll be very happy that you did. That's what I'm hearing for you here. So, thanks, guys. Yeah, my downfall, which is probably to me one of my finer points, but my downfall when it comes to other people, and people want your opinion, they want to know what you think, tell me the truth. Or what really gets me are people that have the truth. They're like wearing it like egg on their face. The truth is right there on them, and they're still going, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. And what I do, I kind of, in a hypothetical way, will grab somebody by the friggin' throat and say, here's your truth, okay? Let's just cut to the chase here. Get through the BS. This is your truth. Let's save some time. Now you think about what I just told you. I can be that way with people, and I have been. And some people say it was brutal honesty. But it helped bring them around because nobody would dare. And I would tell them right in their face, right between my teeth, nobody would dare ever tell you this or speak to you this way. I'm your reality in the moment, and here's the truth. Like it or not, take it or leave it. The truth is a fact, never goes away and never changes. It's just that simple. You're going to be more a little like that. A little more, I don't have time for this foolishness kind of attitude. You need me, you need to talk to me, you need to be whatever, or the vice versa. Let's do this. Do it now. You got this irritability about you where you're not wanting to waste time. Drag your feet along. Waiting games, depending on somebody else all the time, and this kind of a thing, you're not in the mood for that. It's like, for me, I would say to somebody, if I was in a situation where I needed big help, and I'd say to somebody, I don't mean to be rude, but if you've got this at 100%, let's just do this and get the ball rolling and get it done. I'm not pissing around. I don't want to piss around. Are you sure you're completely equipped to help me with something? Because if you're missing anything, tell me right now. I don't have time for this, and I don't want to waste time on this. Thinner skinned people would go, well, yeah, I'm here to help you, and you're going on like that. F you. And walk away. Fine. We got that out of the way. I've never had anybody say that to me. But in the end, I've had people say, I'm glad we did things the way you suggested we do them, because we wrapped this up and this is finished in no time at all, and it's wonderful. So, I don't know. Sometimes we just have to be grounded and real and screw somebody else's feelings, even our own, to accomplish something, to get through something, to handle something, to deal with something. The Page of Wands here, this page is all about creativity. Pops the color into your life. That means some activity going on, some higher energy here. He's a beautiful card. There's no getting around it. He's very charming. He's very chatty. This is somebody that's going to be bringing you some really great news about creative projects or travel plans or even new work for some of you. Travel plans don't apply to me. I don't like to travel. I'm at home, period. We went on my birthday last year, my buddy Linda and I, we went to Grand Manan Island, which is only wheel-wise highway, an hour away to get the ferry to take you to Grand Manan. The whole day was just a disaster. Just a disaster. It's a long story. But I was so tired and so burned out, so exhausted, my bones were aching. Every inch of me was aching. I started getting teared up once we come home. We got off that ferry, and the front wheels hit New Brunswick, and I knew that I was close to home, about an hour away. I felt the tears sting in my eyes. I couldn't believe it. We were going to be home, and we got home probably. Well, it wasn't dark yet. We had a bite to eat, and then we went across the cove, and we sat there, and we had fireworks. We watched the sun go down and the tide moving, and it was the best part of the day right in my own backyard. I don't travel. But for others that do, this is a good thing. This is a good card. In relationships, he or she is going to be revealing a fun flirtation. Another meaning of this card is the influence of a creative person. This could be a writer, an actor, an artist, a dancer, or a musician. Or it could be that you're discovering your own creative potential. Something you may say, I've always wanted to try this, and you get up the nerve to try it. But your insecurities, your fears, sometimes can slide in the way. For all your good intentions, other things can get in your way. It's like me today. The same thing was like me the other day. It's been one of those weeks where my intentions were good. Roll my sleeves up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this done. I've got a piece of machinery that was going to make my day is now not working. And there's no other way to do it, to get it done. And I've been sitting here stewing about that for a while now. I don't want to talk about it. The advice of this card, above all, my brothers and sisters, now is the time for you to express yourself. That's a lot of what this card is about. It's self-expression. Through artistic means or through honesty. Maybe making a new commitment to yourself that you'll never cover and lie to save somebody's feelings from being hurt ever again, because that's the worst thing you could do. You're prolonging something that's inevitable. Inevitably, it's going to come to the surface. All you're doing is prolonging it, and you're misleading somebody else. On the other side of that, don't let that happen to you. Don't let you become misled by other people. You're going to grow here, Cancer, in July. You're going to be stronger and tougher, harder, but deep inside, beautiful, loving Cancer. Very sensitive Cancer. So, that's a good thing. You need to express yourself. You can't hold back and bite your tongue till it bleeds anymore, so you need to be honest and direct with people. That's going to be a big change for a lot of you Cancers. Your keywords here are messages, travel news. I don't like seeing the word travel. Communication, new work, expression, the transition, because you're making a change here in your life. I don't know why, but the final word in this card generically is entertainment. Crabs, a lot of them are extremely creative. There's things about me you guys don't know that I do. You know, I used to do, or I'm still interested in doing. These are my private own things, you know what I mean? I'm not just Natalie, that lives in the, middle of nowhere. I'm, not just Natalie, people's friend. I'm not just Natalie, the tarot reader. I'm a living person. And I'm fortunate that I knew enough to open myself up to the esoteric and the cosmos. And I believe I was led to do that because they were waiting to use me. So that's what I'm just a tool. I'm just a tool. That's all I am. Like the cards, like the pendulum, like the stones. It's just tools. He's honored every day. I'm very, 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 very grateful that I am used in this way. So I don't feel like I'm wasting my time and wasting my life. So, just finding the courage to be more expressive may be a bit of a block for you, Cancer. Cancers can kind of be like the type of animal that'll go, yeah, I could go and do this. Yeah, I could go and do that. And they start licking themselves. But you know what? Now I think I'll just sit right here and do this because it's easier, because I know what to expect. More fearless. We have to have a lot of courage. And courage is acting on something, going through something, doing something, even though you're scared to death to do it, you do it anyway. That's courage. That's bravery. We need a little more sprinkling of that on our own. Life will get more interesting. More things, I just heard. More things will start to roll out for us without us lugging and pulling and shoving. Some things will come with ease. There will be people that respect you for your direct interactions with them as well. I just heard that. This will be a July, a birthday month for you, Cancer, that won't soon be forgotten either. I'm hearing that as well. The last card here we have is the Four of Pentacles. It's another wonderful card, Cancer. It's not a bad reading this month at all. At all. Hello, Sharita. Oh my God, you're not Sharita. Almost, but not quite. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that is, too. I've been grounded for the last few years, so I can relate to that very much so. Good words, procrastination there, Pam. It is. So, this is a great card, though. My favorite suit of pentacles, of course, and it is a 4. 4 is can be something simple as stopping to smell the roses. 4s are about stillness. They're about rest. Things coming to a stop. Things stilling, slowing down. But I'll tell you this, with this little unassuming little 4 in tarot, is a card that packs a punch. This is the security card of tarot. Security can cover emotional security, financial security, life security, health security. You know what I'm saying? Cover many, many things. It depends. It's general reading. When your finances are on track and work and relationships are going to become happy and stable with this 4, you're going to be able to provide and to care for others. Overall, you've reached a point at which you can sit back for a while and appreciate the strong foundation that you've built. However, because the security has been very hard won, it did not come easy. You may resist other positive changes coming your way because you don't want to move. It's like a house of cards. Don't breathe on it. Just don't even stand back and look at it. Don't touch it. Don't breathe. It'll fall apart. And for some of you who worked so hard and you felt alone the whole time to make things right, to get yourself to where you need to be, you're like, I'm not letting anything interfere now. I've got this. But there could be a few good things coming your way. At the very least, consider them before you shut them down. All right? The advice of the card, Cancer, enjoy this period of calm and order, but you need to stay open to new possibilities too. Keep looking for new ways to expand your life empire. And your keywords are stability and finances, property, protection, balance, order, and foundations. And for some of you, these things will be key up front and center. With the finances, the feeling of protection, finding that balance. You may have to work, for some of you, you may have to work a little bit harder. A little bit harder. Well, there's no romance or love to come in there to mess things up, so I guess we're safe. That was your reading, Cancer. Whether you agree with it or not, it is general reading, so you have to need to try and to remember that. So, oh my gosh, Sharon, that's not good. Wow. Yeah. So how long did that reading? It went on too long, I know. I was really slow in reading it and getting through it. 39 minutes. That's not so bad, I guess. But I don't know, Cancer. I'm struck by the 9. The 9 of Cups. Starstruck I am. Truly. And the first card, the card that meant loyalty. That means a lot. That means a lot to a person. Knowing you have people in your life that you can actually count on. You know, and I keep hearing this. And maybe it's got to do with this reading, but I've been hearing this for the last 2 days. People that say, if there's ever anything I can do for you, anything at all, let me know. Let me know. Do you know what? I'll tell you this. My experience in life, not so much that it's happened to me. I've seen it happen to other people. I was just in shock watching it. Where somebody had promised, if you need anything at all, I'll be there to help you. And those people that offered that help, they couldn't run away fast enough from the other person when they asked for actual help. They don't want to be bothered. And then that person avoiding them. If they seen them first, they made themselves scarce. Just in case that other person might ask them for something. If you're not going to follow through with what your offers are, you should never offer anything at all. I think somebody told me, because I haven't kept up, but I think the full moon is on Saturday. Sunshine. Do you know what? If the lighting didn't mess everything up, I'd be sitting out on my deck at my glass table that's out there now. And with all the white mini lights on, I've got them out there too, like behind me. I'd be out there doing the readings. It's warm enough. But the lighting, it can wash me and be able to see the cards if I held them up, which would be a pain in the butt. So, yeah, look, Loretta, I'll sit here and I'll go hungry before I pick my phone up and call anybody and say, I don't have any food. I've been hungry a lot in my life, literally. No way. Not calling anybody to say, I'm hungry, I don't have any food. How long do you think your friends would hang out? That's the way I look at it. Well, my brain's a little twisted there. My outlook there is a little off. But I've seen so much happen in life, and I'm sure that you have too. It is extremely hard to, especially if you've been independent. Boy, it's a tough one to ask somebody for help. It's really tough. Oh, that's funny. I don't own a cell phone. No biggie. They don't work here on my property anyways. It's a little bit of a dead zone here, so. And where I rarely go out, the thing would never ring. And I would never use it. I'd be using my landline because it wouldn't work here. So there's an awful big expense. I know people pay high cell phone bills. That's not something I want or need in my life. If I own a car, if I own another vehicle down the road, then I will get a used cell phone from this place called Beats and Bytes. They sell them in good condition. And I will get pay-as-you-go. I'm not signing up for any phone plan. It'll be pay-as-you-go, and the only reason I'll have that is for emergencies. If I break down the side of the road, need to call CAA or something like that. So, you have no idea. I choke on my independence, you know. You know what I mean? So, coffee. I've got lots of coffee. I got lots of tea right now. I'm very lucky that way. I'm just today. Today was like 3 Mondays for me rolled into one. By the way that I was feeling, feeling kind of alone, feeling like you said, Loretta, asking for help. Forget it, but you almost feel like you need to ask somebody to help you to help yourself, kind of a thing. And I just got resentful about, you know. And I'm talking to the universe, and I'm like, what the hell is this all about? What I want to accomplish and do is small potatoes. Why do I have to go through this stress of making something so simple happen? Why? Everybody around me seems to be taken care of, you know? And all I want to do is try to pay homage to my husband in a way. He was really good at the outside work, right? He was really good at it. This is Canada Day, long weekend. Our birthday's today for Canada. And on Canada Day, he would have had the gardens flourishing with vegetables and flowers. He would have had everything mowed immaculately. He would have had our beautiful flag, and it's a big one, blowing in the wind. And people used to slow down and look in and just take a look, you know. He always kept the outside of the house painted, so it always looked fresh and clean and white. And all of that's gone. All of it. And all I want to do is, okay, this is crazy now. The little lawnmower I had was given to me last year, electric. Long story short, it's not working now. I got the path to mow my little pathway where people come in off their cars and walk down to come into my back interior. I got to mow that. That was it, and then it's been dead ever since. It's old, it's all rusted, falling apart, the whole 9 yards. But geez, when it cut really good. I couldn't get that done. I still haven't got that done. Place looks like a shack on the side of the road right now, and an abandoned is what it looks like. And that is the truth. And that was frustrating me to no end, you know. So, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, I gave up on it. I gave up on it, Loretta. There's a woman I know. She lives up in La Pro. She's not far from here. Oh, maybe 15, 20-minute drive. She drives slow. And she's got a red Jeep. She's had it for a while. And she just had a motor put in it, a brand spanking new by professionals. And she says, well, I just don't have time to go pick it up, but it's all ready to go. And another friend of mine said, a red Jeep, eh? You ask her how much she wants for it. I said, oh, she's never going to sell it. She made that clear. I can't wait for the Jeep to be ready and be driving it again. But she's got a brand new Dodge Ram van, and it's gorgeous. And she started thinking, I really don't need the extra expense of keeping several vehicles on the road, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to sell the Jeep. And I had said to the person that asked me a month ago, what do you think she'd want for it? I said, she'd want $5,000 for that Jeep easily. And so we're driving along. She said, I'm selling my Jeep. I said, you are? How much? She said, $5,000. I just knew it. Well worth the $5,000. Jeeps in Canada, they're one vehicle that does not lose its value. It does not depreciate. It holds on to 80% of its value here in Canada. And it's the only automobile that does that. It retains 80% of its value. And I kind of threw a half funny, half joke out on Facebook. Oh yeah, birthday's coming up. I know where I can get a Jeep for $5,000. Who's rich? Who's won the lotteries? You know. But since the lawnmower broke down, I don't have a whippersnipper. My yard's a disgrace. The whole property's just a disgrace. 3 feet tall grass everywhere. It's everywhere. And ticks are bad. In the tall grass, that makes me nervous. I don't like that at all. I said, well, scratch that. I need a lawnmower. I need a whippersnipper. I need. So I can't pick anything, as I said, extravagant or fanciful, like the red Jeep. It's not going to happen. So, you know. No, for me, Sharon, it would be pay-go. That's what I would do. And I've got nothing to sign, nothing to worry about. Ah, really, sunshine? You guys are way too funny. That's just too funny. I don't know if I'm going to get into Leo tonight or not. Maybe Cancer is going to be the only one. I am tired. Today stressed me out. You know, and then on top of that, having to deal with the internet here and the software, and nothing's working, nothing's connecting. And I tried all together probably a good 2 hours, and that just wore me right out. So, I bet you're not alone in how you feel. Tripper, right? We always pay it forward. Always. Everything with me has always been a challenge. I may accomplish some things, but man, it didn't come easy. You know, I tell people, like, oh, great, you ever lucky? Lucky? Luck had nothing to do with it. Being tenacious had a lot to do with it. Working hard, not giving up, believing, keep pushing. And when you want to give up and you can't, luck has nothing to do with it. So, you know. Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm going to have to come back tomorrow. Hopefully everything will still be working. And we'll start with Leo tomorrow, because I'm going to make something to eat. It's 9 o'clock almost at night, and I haven't eaten. And I haven't eaten any supper, so I'm going to get my glad rags back on and try to make a bite to eat. And go to bed early, I hope. Even though, I mean, I'm still trying to wake up. I had a nap before bedtime, put it that way. So, our weather, you can't predict it. Now, the sun was out for a long time here. Well, for hours it was out in blue skies, and now the fog's back in. It's just a wall and a sky of white. And a wall of white. Can't see anything. Everybody always needs love and healing. Always. And I'm the type of person, if some kind of luck comes my way and something gets dropped right on me, and it's the greatest thing in the moment, you know, I'm going, okay, what price am I going to have to pay for this? Waiting for the other boot to drop. You know, that's the earthly me, and I have to stop doing that. And I count on the universe will pull me through, get me through. Just give me the strength, you know. So, and a new year again. You're right, Tripper. Another new year again. I'm going to eat. I am going to eat. I make my own pizza crust now. It's like a bread dough recipe almost. And the recipe, you can get 2 12-inch pizza crusts out of it to make it. And it's made just like the dough and the whole 9 yards. And I cut it in two. I take one piece and I freeze it. And that's what I've started. So there's no big baking thing going on. There's no flour coming, nothing like that. All I got to do is get that spread out into the pan, and everything I've got ready to cook up, I'm going to be cooking it all up, putting it in. I got lots of cheese. That's going to be my supper. And I only have one piece. Tomorrow I'll have it for lunch, and again tomorrow night for supper. So I got a few meals in that one little 12-inch pizza. So, yeah, mine's in 9, because we're the first, mine's in 9 more days. It's on the 10th. So, 61 this year. Can't believe it, but yeah, you know, I'm still here, alive and kicking. I've asked the universe to let me live until I'm 82, and let me live right here until I'm 82. So, if anybody's got any real, true, pure, hardcore magic that you're capable of, open my view back up for me. I want that more than I want a red Jeep. I want my view open back up for me again. Long story, not going to get into it, but I'm telling everybody, manifest that for me. Open my view back up so I can see my beautiful cove, you know. So, but anyways, happy, 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 happy birthday to all the beautiful Cancers here. Thank you very much, Pam. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. We all need to have a little recharge of our beliefs sometimes. I don't not trust spirit. Spirit is everything. It's just that sometimes there's this other little corner of life that comes out and shakes us up. Kind of a thing. You know. So. But I'm going to say goodbye for now. Remember to live your life with integrity and good intentions. You're living beneath the microscope of our beautiful, trusting universe. It knows and sees everything from the inside out and the outside in. Always be honest, always be true, be pure, show compassion, show love, no matter where you are or who you're with. Please keep the peace in so you can share all that love and that light out with the rest of the world. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm going to have to end the stream. Thank you for your patience as well. Wishing you all the best July in the world. And that wonderful things will happen, and they'll come our way. So, goodbye for now, everybody. I'm going to sign off here. Where am I? Good night.